Imagine this: you're earning a good salary, living a comfortable life, but by the time the end of the month rolls around, there's not much left over. Does this sound familiar? What if I told you the secret to building lasting wealth isn't found in how much money you make, but rather in what you do with the money you already have? Whether you're making thousands or millions, it doesn't matter if you're not saving and investing wisely, you'll always feel like you're just getting by. This is one of the key differences between those who are financially successful and those who struggle. Millionaires don't focus solely on increasing their income. Instead, they place a huge emphasis on how they manage their current resources. The good news? These principles can work for anyone, regardless of income level. Millionaires know that building wealth is all about creating a sustainable system. They don't leave their financial future to chance or make decisions based on emotion. Instead, they automate their savings and investments, making sure that a portion of their income is consistently funneled into productive avenues. Think of this system as your personal wealth-building engine, a process that runs in the background while you go about your daily life. Once you set it up, you don't need to constantly worry about whether you're saving enough or investing in the right places. Everything happens automatically, ensuring that your money is consistently growing without you having to make daily decisions. This approach is especially effective because it takes emotion and willpower out of the equation. How many times have you told yourself you'd save more or invest more next month, only to have your plans derailed by unexpected expenses or impulses? Automation solves this by making wealth building a default action, not something you have to actively manage day to day. Let's look at an example. Suppose you set up an automatic transfer so that every time you receive a paycheck, 20% of your income is moved into an investment account. Over time, this habit will yield significant returns, especially if that money is invested in assets like index funds or real estate, which have historically shown steady growth. You don't have to make daily decisions about whether to save or invest. The system does it for you. This is one of the core principles that separates millionaires from the rest. They make their money work for them instead of constantly working for money. Another key factor that millionaires understand well is the importance of diversification. Too many people make the mistake of focusing all their investments in one area, whether it's real estate, stocks, or a particular industry. While this may feel safer or more familiar, it actually increases your risk. When all your investments are concentrated in one place, you become overly reliant on that sector's success. If the market turns, you could lose everything. Millionaires mitigate this risk by spreading their investments across a variety of asset classes. They might own a mix of real estate, stocks, bonds, and even private businesses. This diversification ensures that when one market is down, others may be up, balancing out the overall risk. Let's say, for instance, you invest solely in tech stocks. While the tech sector may perform well during certain periods, it's also subject to dramatic swings based on innovations, regulations, or global events. Now imagine if, instead, you also own some real estate and perhaps some shares in a more stable sector like healthcare or utilities. By spreading your wealth across different sectors, you're not as vulnerable to the ups and downs of any single market. This strategy is essential for long-term financial stability and growth. In fact, studies have shown that diversified portfolios tend to outperform those that rely too heavily on one area. Millionaires know that the key to maintaining and growing wealth is managing risk effectively. Another point where millionaires set themselves apart is in their patience. It's human nature to want quick results, but when it comes to building wealth, slow and steady wins the race. The truth is, most get-rich-quick schemes don't work and can often lead to significant financial losses. Millionaires understand that real growth happens over the long term, and they avoid short-term temptations in favor of strategies that yield results over years, even decades. They commit to their financial plans and resist the urge to chase the next big thing. This doesn't mean they aren't opportunistic. On the contrary, they are always on the lookout for investments that align with their goals, but they understand that real success comes from consistency and time in the market, rather than timing the market. Take Warren Buffett, for example. Buffett, one of the wealthiest people in the world, has always emphasized the importance of long-term investing. He famously said, "The stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient. Buffett's approach to investing is all about identifying quality businesses with strong long-term growth potential and holding onto those investments for decades, rather than trying to make quick profits. By adopting a similar mindset, you can position yourself for sustainable success. Start by setting clear, long-term financial goals and commit to a plan that helps you achieve them. Revisit your goals annually to make sure you're on track, and make adjustments as necessary. This is what separates those who build lasting wealth from those who lose money to short-term thinking and impulsive decisions. Relationships also play a vital role in the journey to financial success. Millionaires understand that no one succeeds alone. They surround themselves with mentors, advisors, and like-minded individuals who help them grow and guide their decisions. Whether it's gaining access to exclusive investment opportunities or simply receiving valuable advice, relationships can be the difference between stagnation and advancement. But here's the key. It's not about the number of people you know. It's about the quality of those connections. Millionaires don't just network for the sake of expanding their contact lists. Instead, they build meaningful, mutually beneficial relationships with people who share their vision and goals. Consider this. How many times have you heard of people getting access to a great job, business opportunity, or investment simply because they knew the right person at the right time? This is a common theme in the stories of many successful individuals. By cultivating genuine relationships, not only do you open doors to new opportunities, but you also gain the insight and knowledge of those who have already walked the path you're on. Seek out mentors, attend industry events, and invest in relationships with people who inspire you. Over time, these connections will help you grow both personally and financially. Discipline is the cornerstone of financial freedom. Millionaires don't accumulate wealth by accident. They are incredibly disciplined with their spending, saving, and investing habits. They stick to their budgets, avoid impulse purchases, and always keep their long-term goals in mind. This level of discipline might seem restrictive, but in reality, it's the key to financial freedom. By sticking to a plan and making intentional choices with their money, they create a stable foundation that allows them to take calculated risks and seize opportunities when they arise. For example, imagine you review your finances at the end of each month and cut out unnecessary expenses. Maybe you find that you're spending hundreds on things that don't bring you real value: subscriptions you don't use, impulsive online purchases, or dining out too often. By eliminating these unnecessary expenses, you can redirect that money into savings or investments, accelerating your progress toward financial independence. It's about making smart, deliberate choices with your money rather than spending on autopilot. Let's talk about something even more important. Opportunities are not found, they are created. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is that successful individuals simply get lucky and stumble upon opportunities. In reality, millionaires are constantly looking for ways to create opportunities for themselves. They don't wait for the perfect moment or chance encounter. Instead, they proactively identify problems that need solving and look for ways to address them. This entrepreneurial mindset allows them to spot opportunities long before others do, positioning themselves ahead of the curve. For example, think of a business owner who notices a gap in the market. Maybe there's a product or service that people need, but no one is offering it. Instead of waiting for someone else to capitalize on the opportunity, they take action. They launch a new business, create a new product, or make a strategic investment before the rest of the market catches on. This proactive approach is what separates the average person from those who go on to achieve financial success. Whether you're investing in a small startup or identifying an emerging industry trend, don't be afraid to act. The most successful people are those who move quickly when others are still weighing their options. Lastly, never stop learning. Millionaires understand that the world is always changing, and those who stay ahead of the curve are the ones who continue to grow their wealth. Whether through formal education, reading, attending seminars, or seeking out mentors, they are always expanding their knowledge. This continual learning allows them to spot trends, avoid mistakes, and make informed decisions. Think about it: how often do you make decisions based on outdated information? The financial world moves quickly, and those who fail to keep up risk falling behind. One practical way to stay informed is by dedicating time each week to learning something new. It could be as simple as reading a book on investing, following financial news, or attending an online course on personal finance. And don't forget the power of mentorship. Learning from someone who has already succeeded can fast-track your journey to financial success. So, with all these strategies in mind, the real question is, what are you going to do today to start applying these millionaire habits in your own life? Remember, knowledge is only valuable when it's put into action. Whether it's automating your savings, diversifying your investments, or seeking out new opportunities, the key to success is taking that first step. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more insights into building wealth and achieving financial freedom. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. And here's a question for you. Which one of these millionaire habits will you start implementing in your life today? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.